Frenzzyy family, good night everyone. Welcome to another Sports Frenzzyy podcast. I'm your host, Levana. With me tonight, I have Kims, the man
Kim,
who is always on the JOB. We have Bones, the Arsenal man. And we have Demo back in the building.
Big
First
up,
in a
big
long
up,
time. All
big
going,
up.
man. Everything bless.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, so far.
Thing good,
All right.
nice.
Sounds just about good. Tonight we are doing it a bit different. Not posting it from Facebook tonight, man, because I want to see our real followers. So I want to see who's going to come over to YouTube to join us. Um,
Mm,
Currently, nobody has joined the stream as yet, but they don't know if they show up a god, because eventually people are going to join. But here what? We're going to talk about some football transfer news, and we're going to go club by club guide because this has been a transfer season like no other in terms of you expected to see more deals, especially from the top clubs, and you're not seeing that. People are asking the question: is it a case where, because of COVID and all of that, it has hit the club somewhat, or it's more a case of there's not enough quality out there, or the players are overpriced currently? First up, Kims, what do you think about it?
Well, if we're gonna talk about my team, the great Manchester United. Uh, you know, managed for after a lot of hide and seek and hunting and grabbing, finally hold on to Sancho. So that was definitely a positive. We're linked with a couple other players. I hear about Varane. I hear about this player. I hear about that player. But in the grand scheme of things, I would say COVID. I mean, COVID plays a role in it because there are indeed clubs who are still now trying to recover from the impact that they suffered from COVID, and I believe some of these players are truly, truly, truly overpriced. Some of these prices. I see there's a team out there that's called Arsenal. I see they play. I see they play for a defender the other day, and I'm telling you, man, like there's no way that defender worth that amount. Like if Manchester United pay that amount for that defender, I'll be highly upset. So I believe it's a combination of the two. The players are just being overpriced, and COVID is definitely affecting the teams, and they have to try and find a way how to build back, and they have to make smarter decisions as well.
All right, sure, the man does take a job at the side now, so I'm going to give you your minute to hit back at him.
Me nah pay him no mind, to be honest. Me nah pay him no mind. The only thing me I gonna say to that, for the last 10 years, the owner of Arsenal has been there. And finally, he start spend some money. You see, if he go over Manchester United and decide to spend 100 million pound Phil Jones, I am totally okay with it. A time for him pocket bun him. Yeah, man. Time for him pocket bun him, man. Full time. So, me no take what Kem says. So, he neither here nor there to me. But going to your question now, I really don't think it's a COVID thing. Um, I think a lot of the clubs in England that we're talking about now, I think the big clubs have positioned themselves financially to have dealt with this transfer window. I know for a fact that Arsenal, what they have done is they have gone to the banks and they have borrowed like 100 mil there, 150 mil there, just to make up the gaps throughout last season, so that they would have positioned in themselves for the transfer window. I know that for the transfer window, they went to the bank as well and they borrowed another 150 mil, and then the owner should be dropping in his 100 mil in it as well. So it's a kitty around 200 mil that Arsenal has working with. I really don't think COVID has anything to do with it. What I can also point to is the fact that we have to remember that most of these players are out of the country playing. Their Euros just finished. You have the Gold Cup going on. You had the Copa America going on, and now you have Olympics going on. So it's really been a tight schedule to get deals done and stuff like that, because you're hearing players are on vacation, players are doing this, medicals can't be done, paperwork's getting hold up, like the Sancho paperwork is getting hold up for a small bit of reason. Just simple things causing problems right now. So I don't think it goes down to I don't think it has nothing to do with COVID. If they could have invested so much money in the Super League the other day, these clubs have money and these owners have money to invest in the transfer window this season. And it's that for me it's just down to the competitions that have been going on throughout the summer and stuff like that, and players taking a break after these competitions and stuff like that.
All right, Dimo, you agree with these two guys' sentiment, or you actually think it has something to do with COVID?
As it relates to generally or Liverpool?
Overall, man, because we soon get into the clubs, man.
Okay, come hear them talk about them clubs. So may I ask? I mean, generally speaking, I don't think COVID has anything to do with it, because clubs are out there buying. They're still spending a lot of money. Your club will do that. You see Aston Villa and Leicester City. With them name Everton do business. So I mean, sure the businesses
Man, I
are.
can't count Everton there, man. Everton only spend roughly $3 million.
Yeah, but man, so people are do deals. That's the general thing. Like people still are do deals and stuff like that. And then when you think about rumors that's going around, like clubs are interested for sign Haaland for much money. Now call them name, but them wear blue. You know what I mean? And I mean, if COVID's supposed to affect certain things, I mean, I don't think people would be doing all of that. So with these billionaire owners, I think if they want somebody, they're going to get. It's shocking because Manchester City, you heard the rumors about Grealish and Keane to Manchester City, and I mean, obviously the owners are billionaires, so COVID or not, they're gonna spend money.
All right, Kems, go ahead, man.
So I have a question. Sherwin. So quick question. You said that Arsenal, they go to the banks and they borrow this and they borrow that to ensure this and ensure that. Is that a norm for Arsenal year after year, or is it just now a thing that they're doing now? Because you said that.
No, remember, it obviously it's not a norm that we do year after year, right?
Yeah.
But to make up those funds that you'd have made from season ticket holders and all of these persons, those sort of revenues, they're basically making up the gap. And the thing about it, Kems, is that the first loan that Arsenal took in the season, they actually paid it off before the end of the season. You understand?
But
And
then,
that gave them leverage to have gone for another 150 mil the other day.
understood. So then, in theory, though, that would definitely mean that COVID does have an impact then, because
Of course, no, we're not denying the fact that COVID has an impact on the clubs. COVID definitely have an impact on the club, but does it have an impact on transfers? I don't think it does. These owners again are billionaires. They can easily take out 150 million and decide to invest in the club this season easily without affecting their pockets. They did it. They did it for the soup. Remember, every single one of these owners, came out and paid off the Super League money that they had to pay off out of their pockets, without hesitation, You understand? So we have to remember that. So for me, yes, COVID have an impact because without the fans, that's one set of revenues. We don't know how the club actually spend those revenues, whether it goes to maintaining the club, the stadiums, or maintaining the training facilities. We don't know how they usually use those revenues from ticket sales and stuff like that. And with that too, even jersey sales would have probably decreased a little bit because now everything would be probably online, being shipped out. Nobody really going into the club's gallery and stuff like that. So it gets COVID impact the clubs in major ways.
all right, understood.
All right, so club by club guide now. Dimo, so far you have only signed Ibrahima Konate. Satisfied or disappointed knowing that you have lost Gigi Wijnaldum?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Because it's early in the transfer window, we've basically had one major out, which is the boss himself, Gini Wijnaldum. A major, massive part of our midfield has gone, and for a free, it's just ridiculous. And the thing is with Liverpool, if you know our transfer policy, it's usually a sell to buy policy. Like we have to ship out some big name for getting players and stuff like that. And Genie left and we got Kanate in, and it's like that was a big shot because we never sell no major player. Forget it. Like there was no money for Wijnaldum. It was a free contract run or whatever. You know what I mean? And Kanate for me, massive prospect, still young, one of the better centre backs in world football at the moment. And the slight concern is his injury.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen because Joel Matip is back. I mean, everybody is getting back, and it's just going to be interesting to see who partners Van Dijk. We've had some other outs. Marco Grujic is out. That's big for me too. We sold him to Porto.
You recouped a decent piece of food from him as well because you got what, 11 or 12 million dollars for him?
Yeah. But for me, you know how I feel about the youths who not get a chance, you know. So Grujic went. Iwanini. I mean, person's not gonna know some of these players, but I mean, we have some youths who left.
How much did they recoup for him? Because I thought I saw 10 million initially.
No, 8.5.
Oh, it was 8.5.
Yeah, so as soon as he got his work permit, we just ship him off and stuff. So and then we have others to leave too, because them are gonna sell Harry Wilson and some others. So for the moment, I'm content because we definitely need a centre back. We're in the market for another winger for cover. Because obviously Salah and Mane will be going to African Cup of Nations, and that's going to be a big hit for us. And we'll look for one winger who can cover all of the front three. Because Jota alone won't be able to carry the weight, obviously. And as I think we're in for another creative midfielder at the moment. So I expect Liverpool to sign 2 more players in the market, and we're just waiting to see who it will be. We link with everybody in the world. As they call them name, Liverpool link with them. So I'm not even sure to say who concretely link with, because everybody's from Saul to Neves to everybody.
That is where I was going to end the conversation. So you being a Liverpool man, would you be contented with signing Saul Niguez?
Listen to me. Not only am I a Liverpool man, but I'm a Spanish man. And definitely, it wasn't the best season for Saul. And obviously, they got DePaul by over to Atletico Madrid now, so him definitely not gonna get no game time over there. But in a Liverpool system, he's a perfect replacement for Gini Wijnaldum. I think he's a bit more forward thinking than Wijnaldum would be in our system, because obviously Klopp gave Wijnaldum a different role. So listen, if we get, because we link with Basuma and Saul, and like I said, a lot of them, but I would be content with Saul. Experience, a seasoned professional. Sure, him have to adapt to the league and all of that. That's fine. But he's somebody I'm gonna be content with. And if me get another winger for cover, quality winger for cover, Salam, I'm good. Because we have a lot of new signings coming back, you know. Matip, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, like Harvey Elliott coming back looking magical, you know what I mean? So we have a lot of new signings, and I'm ready for the season. Just one more, 2 more.
I think that Elliott is more than likely going to go on alone again.
Well, that's not what Klopp said, but we'll see. Klopp has big plans for Harvey Elliott this season, man.
Yeah, man, I actually like him, man. Decent player. And guess what? He showed me something that I never really thought he had much when he went down to Blackburn, and guess what? He held his own. He was actually one of the better players in that league last season, and it was a toss-up between him and Michael Olise for the Young Player of the Year, but Olise got it, and no argument, really.
You said the man held his own. The man light up the championship, boss.
But basically, the same thing, man. Come on.
Listen to me. And Harry Wilson thing I go under the carpet too in the championship. Listen, the both of them went and light up the league, because Harvey Elliott ended the league with 7 goals and 11 assists. Pretty much the same thing as Harvey Elliott, but because Harvey Elliott younger, he's getting a lot of spotlight. But both of them light up the league.
All right. Kims, in terms of Manchester United business, yes, they have basically gotten in Sancho, just a minor detail holding back the announcement. They said it has something to do with his agent. That's what was said, because Dartman said everything good for them side, so it's just over this side, and then just need to start that out, and then it will be announced. And Demo might feel away because Demo has been talking that the baller with Ho is coming to Liverpool, but the baller with the Ho is now a Manchester United player. Yes, we're getting the right winger that we needed. We needed a right winger. Over the years, we haven't had anybody to really play that position. And yes, people might say Mason Greenwood did well over there, but personally for me, Mason Greenwood should be starting as our striker.
Yes,
That's
sir.
just my thinking.
Yes,
That
sir.
man shouldn't be on the bench. And hats off to Cavani. Respect him as a elder statesman. But you know what? You see, in terms of Manchester United chasing championship, Cavani can't be the man to actually lead the line.
Yes, sir.
No way that should happen. But
Yes, sir.
when we look at Manchester United now, number one, Lindelof is very soft.
Yeah, we can't. So the first thing that after Sancho, obviously, the next thing I wanted United to address was definitely the centre back pairing, because if you really take in the Euros and you watch the Euros and you watch Harry Maguire play with John Stones, is a different Harry Maguire or play with Lindelof. You understand me? He's a man. So when you see that now, you realize the problem is not really Harry Maguire, although people like give him a lot of flack and thing because I'm price tag and all of that. But the problem is the partnership, and he must always overexert himself for the mistakes where Lindelof make, or a mistake where another player make. He must do more than enough and then him neglect his role, right? So where that is concerned, we definitely need a centre back. Them say Varane. I believe Varane is better. He's an upgrade. I wouldn't say that is the key, but I believe it's an upgrade to Lindelof because, watch Varane play and Varane rough. You need a player around the way rough and no willing for Lindelof now hitting the ball. Lindelof a slide and a shite and a jump around the place. Another thing we definitely need a defensive mid because Fred now cut it. I know him did look good for Brazil until them buck up on some real opposition who really close on the spaces on them. So Fred never really cut it. If Manchester United want to challenge for trophies, want to be in the Champions League, want to continue and be the standard of English football or be one of the top two clubs where you always hear them name, Fred cannot be it. McTominay, I like him a lot, but nice guy. But nice guys finish last.
Stop the man, that man. Outside.
No, he's
not beat him that much in the hard. Me personally think that man is a squad player at best. Scott McTominay shouldn't be starting day in, day out for Manchester United. Kems, and the point that you mentioned earlier on.
Yeah.
I personally is not Rafael Varane biggest ace.
No, you're not like him.
Good
exactly.
guy, but he's not someone that I'm fond of. The guy that I would look if United sign is actually Christian Romero from Argentina.
Wait, Lever, no go. You remember Varane against Manchester City the other day?
Yeah. Kems, you said Varane rough. Varane no rough.
Exactly.
No, man.
No rough.
Let's be right. Let's be fair right now. Personally, for me,
Lindelof.
He's rougher than Lindelof, but Kems, this is what I'm saying now, Kems.
Yes, sir.
My thinking, you see, just like you said, Maguire look better with Stones and all of that. You know who really let Rafael Varane look good? Sergio Ramos.
The Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos. When they talk about aggression and ruthless aggression, that is Sergio Ramos. And when Sergio Ramos is beside Varane look world class. You remember in the same recently concluded Euros, sure, we know he's a French fan can talk about that goal that they conceded against. What was it again? Hungary? Yeah. When Varane allowed the ball to bounce and tried to run about the defender, I was like, on this man when they say United are cheats. Why?
But you see, the thing is level on, like, all right, you see, like something like that. I see how world class defender make mistakes like them there. So
Never
like,
Van Dijk.
So like, stop it.
Varane not a world class defender either.
Saying he's a world class defender.
He is, man. I have to give him it.
No, sir.
I'm going to say world class, but he's
just below it.
And him right or so.
Yeah, just below.
Lindelof, right or so. But what the Umber name from? I probably mispronounced the word, but Rennes.
Rennes.
I like that ball there.
Kamavinga.
I like him. Declan Rice.
Midfielder.
Yeah, the midfielder there. Declan Rice, Declan Rice would have be the perfect fit for me.
You can't buy, yeah, but you can't buy him because West Ham just put 100 mil tag on his head.
Yeah, but no, but that would have been the perfect fit for me in the
That's
defense.
true.
So a man like Pogba can go up there and do his thing. You know,
Pogba got PSG.
hey, relax yourself.
Sure, as far as I'm concerned, and Kim's know me by now. If it left up to me, a man with 1 year remaining on his contract, if you
Can't go on.
take it.
Yeah, man, go on, man.
Man, you take 50 million and invest it in Kamavinga.
The thing is with Pogba, you know, is that all right. Pogba want to win. True. Pogba want to win. Obviously,
yeah. And he gone 5 years now without winning.
And if you notice, when Pogba play for France, you know, the kind of style you know Pogba get for Manchester United, you rarely ever hear a peep when he plays.
That's true.
Obviously, him play with higher quality players, better IQ players, obviously players, and obviously
N'Golo Kante.
The most better.
True.
And N'Golo Kante, of course. So Ole have to try get the best out of Pogba, but also put players around him that the quality can show. Because when Pogba play some ball to Daniel James and them, and Daniel James now read them ball, so Pogba look like a bug.
All right, stick up in on that one. I think where Manchester United actually strive with Pogba in the team is totally just remove the team from around Pogba. Don't make Pogba be the main man for your side because Pogba is not a leader. You see, when the spotlight is definitely on Pogba himself, Pogba flatter to deceive majority of times. So what I'll do is collectively make them play as a team. No one-man team. No build no team run no one man. Because, as I know, Bruno one of my favorite, but Bruno deserves some stick more while I may give him some stick more while. But take the team from around him. Don't make Pogba be the center of attraction. And I see them chasing Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves would actually complement Pogba and Bruno in the midfield, knowing that he's a man that is going to sit, he's going to break up plays, he's going to allow them to do whatever they want to do. So that would be the perfect signing at this point in time.
And he
$55 million, chump change.
Like, no, you see for me, not talk bias, because we not talk bias on this, I show you tonight. You see for me think Declan Rice fit the Man U profile perfectly. Fit Pogba perfectly. But adjust the price tag.
100 million to 35 million. Make a choice.
Yes, no, that me I say. Adjust the price tag now beat me. You understand what me I say?
Also the thing is, you know, Levon, with like the coach we have, you know, we can joke and say all at the wheel and all of them something. But the coach we have, you know,
don't worry yourself, man. No worry yourself.
Majority of the time when he's under fire, some miracle, I don't know what him do.
That's true, man.
To win a game.
You know, say he has it within him, you know.
Jason. Jason always say that. Jason always say it.
Hold on. Have what within him?
To play attacking football.
Okay.
And win games. He has it within him to let the team consistently play well and win games. But
that man can't win a trophy, boss.
But listen, this is a problem we have with Ole and Manchester United. This is a problem we have with him. Zane, and we come and we play City and beat up City. Like, you would never be, you have to look on the Man U team, and even though I don't like Man U, you have to say, backside. No, sir. This is a team hot. And then they go back and then play one little Sheffield the next week and lose 1-0. And you have to really scratch your head and I say, what do you think they were playing Manchester City last week?
Or he'll be in the Champions League and see Fred tackle out for you look here and still leave him on.
I still leave him on. You get what I say? So I wonder what he thinking. Like, where he thinking go? Like, you get what I say?
Sure, number one, as I say, you don't trust there's a players they might have on the bench. No matter how Bruno look like when that gets
on the field.
Like when rain wet animal and the animal looks sick and tired. This man will allow them will run the players into the ground.
All right, so this is it now. So this is it now, Levan. If that is the case, you have been at Manchester United for 3.5 years. Zine, why, if you don't trust the players, why not move them on and get players in that you trust. Why not?
One, some of them are bug, so, but no one of them. Two,
Well, Phil Jones still there, Man U to backside.
Hold on. Wait, but wasn't it Ole who brought in Van de Beek?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why
yeah,
not
yeah.
trust him? Cause him not play.
no,
Why
all
not
right,
trust
all
him?
right, all right. So he's all right. So I get the information that Danny Van de Beek was assigned in by Manchester United board and
Okay.
not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It was a case of that Edwin van der Sar has ties to United. So they said that Ajax was in a financial situation.
Oh
So
yeah.
United went in and bought the player. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
is circling around.
Oh,
Levan,
So
them
that's
get
why
him
only
for
a sabotage, man.
Levan, let me show you another issue I may have with Ole. As a coach, right? Van de Beek are not a bug, brother. The man are not a bug. The man a ball.
I'm a
exact.
baller. True.
Oh, brother. When you get a ball, you find a way to get the best out of the ball. Not
Thank you very much, Kems.
like he is no use on the bench, brother. Like
He's a
find
team viewer like your new sponsor.
brother.
Van de bench.
Hey, Levan, the man I bring on Van de Beek 89 minutes.
Van de who?
Minute stoppage
Van
time.
de Blyke.
Van de bench.
And ruin the man career,
That's
boss.
true,
Honestly.
man.
But I actually think that he'll actually come good this season. I don't know, but I heard certain things that are in planning. First, I hear that he's actually planning to switch from the 4-2-3-1 that he have been accustomed to and revert to the 4-3-3 that he started with initially when he just came in. So that is what it's
Yeah,
said.
but if you link with
Oh, but-
Neves and Kamavinga and these guys, like how am I gonna play?
Where am I fitting? Now that me did I just ask.
No. If we sign Neves, Kamavinga not coming.
Let me show
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that's true. But when me I say if he migrate to a 4-3-3, we still can't see Van der Beek a fit in a hit.
He can fit, man.
Bruno
That's
Pogba.
where he's going to strive, man. Remember that. It's not every game Pogba and Bruno. Well, Bruno might play every game, but not every game Pogba will play. Pogba is going to get injured at some point. That's a given every season. And
So-
you know that there's a lot of competitions that you're going to play in. So this is his chance, because remember, if you're playing a 4-3-3, you know, box to box is where Van der Beek strive. So he actually will get a chance there and then.
Brother,
Okay.
as me I say, Fred, I don't care which role Fred play and Scott McTominay play, but them man enough fair play for Van de Beek. Tweet the
Me,
fuck
true. True.
and
All right, guys that are on the streams, I encourage you to comment more, please and thanks. We want more interaction from you guys. So comment, leave your thoughts on what we're talking about, and leave whatever questions you have. Just share it so we can get more comments. So keep on going. All right,
But the thing is, Levan, one of the things about Van der Beek is that me hear say if Barca get the financial situation sorted out, they might just go in for a bid with
Plus,
for him.
Van de Beek not leaving United this season. I can't tell you that much. So that's out of the equation.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
But all right, we now look at Arsenal. Since as you're Arsenal, man, we're just going to look at the men that are on the podcast, like, because Arsenal not going anywhere now. Just as a disclaimer.
You realize how me said this a while ago, so we not biased tonight and watch you.
Okay.
Eh?
I wasn't being biased. I was just speaking the truth. But from an analytical standpoint now, they have brought in Nuno Tavares a backup to Kieran Tierney, and they have also brought in what's his name again? Sambi Lokonga, a midfielder from Anderlecht, a player that I actually like. I think he's a very good talent. Saw him last season for Anderlecht, being coached by one City legend, Vincent Kompany, and there's a lot of rave reviews about him, that he is actually one that can slot right into that Arsenal midfield and hone it, because you know that Granit Xhaka is on his way over to Roma to link up with Mourinho. So Danny Ceballos also left. So with all that being said, Sherwin, your midfield seems a bit weak, if you ask me.
So
Isn't it an area of concern for you?
yeah, of course, it's a big concern, because so far what I've seen Arsenal done is sign backup players. That's what I've seen, right? If you really I like the youth, I like the midfielder that we got, Lakanga or whatever he wants to pronounce his name, Lakongo. Yeah, Lakanga. I think it's Ga. Yeah, he's a good youth, you know, but I still see him like as a backup player. what's the real issue with Arsenal midfield? The real issue with Arsenal midfield is finding a partnership with Partey. That is the real issue. And um, so far, everybody thought it was going to be Bissouma that was going to partner with him, especially after the last game of the season. Everybody was like on top of the world to say, yes, definitely it's going to be him. But Edu and Arteta seem to be thinking differently. It's either they wanted the player, but because the media and the fans hyping up the player, then they decide that, hey, no, we're gonna go free away. You understand? But yeah, Arsenal definitely need a partnership with Partey. That is a definite must, right? As well as we need a right back. Berlin is on his way out. I think he has overstayed it. Berlin. I think he has overstayed his welcome. The right back fan, the fashion.
Why you spoiling the man name, Sherwin?
The fashion novice tree planter from Spain.
Oh,
and Berlin.
Okay. Berlin, man. Anyways, yeah, we definitely need a right back. We need a backup right back as well. And also we need a backup. Yeah, we need a backup goalkeeper. No, let's go into the nonsense that Arsenal is doing in the transfer window. So there's this guy from Sheffield United that is linked with Arsenal for $35 million.
Yeah,
No, it is said, no, listen to me, guys. It is said, right, that Arsenal, if they get this deal done, will be moving on Brent Leno this season. Now, my question to Arsenal and Arteta and Edu is, if that was the plan to move on Leno this season, why on earth did you sell Martinez last season?
But also, stick up in Sherwin. So, Ramsdale is, as you know, he's English, so obviously the price is going to be higher. But he's for 35 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also have Andre Onana from Ajax, who is, they said he's on his way to Lyon for just $7 million. That is a quality keeper in a boss. Quality.
Brother, we were linked with him until, that's why I'm saying, I'm wondering if the media is getting the best of Edu and Arteta, because those are the guys totally 100% responsible for transfers at Arsenal. Zine, we were linked with the guy pending his outcome, the ban, and now this guy is going to be available in January, I think. So I thought it would have been a deal that Arsenal would be looking into to get done for that. He's a quality goalkeeper, you know.
Yeah.
He's not no full goalkeeper, you know. He's a quality goalkeeper.
I mean, and Curtis Jones show him up in the Champions League still. What you say?
Yeah, but despite the fact he's a quality goalkeeper, and I think that ban affected his price tag in the market, right? Because you know you're looking at it and it's going to be a if and but whether you should go with him or not go with him. So it affects him price tag, you understand? But he's a quality goalkeeper.
So Sherwin, yes, Rashad Smith said that lack of ambition, miles away from top four with these movements.
We are not
because two things that I want to point out. One, it is said that you have agreed a deal with Brighton for Ben White. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Like Odimo just Curtis Jones show up and Onana. Can't forget that game last season that Rashford chopped Ben White at least 3 to 4 times. So,
man, I'm like a puppy.
And me can't go and show you enough video of Slabhead getting into chat for 85 million.
Shut the hell up, come on.
Okay.
But listen to me, Sherwin. You see the thing with Ben White? Just expect some John Stones moment at times. That is what you get from Ben White. But also,
yeah, but he's a top go. He's a good defender. Let me not say top defender.
He's a good boy.
He's a good defender. What persons now argue the fact that he's a good defender, and the persons arguing his price tag. And again, I would point I will
68 million.
no 50.
68
Listen,
million.
I will point this out to everybody. Arsenal owner Packet need to burn him.
Well,
Zane?
it seems like he's willing to spend this window because the latest rumor I've seen is that they're actually trying to chase James Maddison from Leicester. And you know that he's worth way over 60 plus million.
So the thing with James Maddison now is that Leicester wants Nathan Niles as well.
Maitland
Right?
Niles.
Yeah, they want him.
Why would they want him?
I think it's probably for a backup position at right back.
No, boss, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's
why it don't make no sense. And Demo can either agree with me or disagree. Number one, if you look at Leicester, right? You know they have Ricardo Pereira already.
Yeah. And James Justin for comeback.
Timothy Castagne. They just signed Ryan Bertrand on the left hand side. They also have Luke Thomas over there on the left hand side. Why would they need a backup right now?
And James Justin.
Exactly.
Let's
point out one key thing too. Maitland Niles him said that he doesn't want to play as a wing back. The man wants to play as a midfielder. Leicester now has just signed Boubacar Somare from Lille. So why would they need a backup?
I don't have a clue, but that's the latest rumor today is that Arsenal is going to throw him in the mix and lower the asking price of 60 million. But yeah, definitely we are in for James Maddison. Will it pay off? You know, like over what my experience with transfer windows is that you see price tags this high always take time to sort out.
That's
always take time to sort out. And
Maddison will not move to Arsenal, boss. Just stop thinking about that.
I agree with it. I don't think he'll move.
Me not think. Listen, me think he will move, but me not think of this transfer window.
Why would James Maddison leave a non-playing Champions League team and somebody who has suffered for 8th or 9th, whatever, want to finish? For Leicester City, who just win a trophy last season and they're on the rise under Brendan Rodgers.
It is about ambition, big man. It is about ambition.
But he will be ambition if he goes to Arsenal.
These players know that Arsenal will not be down for long. They know. And listen again. Let's go to the bigger picture in everything. When a club come to you and willing, because I think we're willing to offer Maddison around 180 to 200,000. No, 200 flat.
Wages?
Yeah. When a club in England, a top club in England, come to you and say, yo, we'll give you 200,000 a week, it is going to be hard for you to deny that. It is going to be very hard. We're not talking about.
It doesn't come down to the player, come down to the club and will.
It comes down to.
Sure. Look, let's look at it from an analytical standpoint. See? So let's say Leicester sell James Maddison. Who do they sign as a replacement?
If they, I may not even know who them link with.
Really that they can look upon and say, yo, this is a direct replacement, because the man that they probably might look at initially was say, okay, they get rid of Maddison, so probably go for Buendia. However, Buendia is now at Aston Villa.
But if you take a look on Leicester, Leicester always find some gems, some players. Nobody else now look for them.
I watch on the games. You see the thing with me, Kems and Demo, I said this too. We study championship. Yeah. Championship is where Leicester normally dig into. And if you look at the championship right now, all the men that you would actually say some top talents, man, they soup them for it because Michael Olise say Crystal Palace take him already. You look at Buendia, Aston Villa gone with him. It is no muted. It is not muted that what's his name from Norwich, the English baller man, youngster.
Cantwell.
Todd Cantwell. It is rumored that he's also going to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So if you look within the talent pool, there's not really anybody there for them to go after.
But Arsenal link with Ivan Toney too, so.
They're not getting that money.
But the thing is, if Arsenal are serious about Maddison and they go up with what the money that Leicester is asking for, then I think a deal can be done. But Arsenal is known to going in 3/4 of the way and hope so you can agree upon something.
All right, so sure. Let's look at it now. So you spent what? $8 million on Nuno Tavares, right?
Yes, 7. I think 7. 7, 8,
So,
something
so
like that.
let's say it's 8. You spend what? 18 on Lokanga.
Yeah, Lakanda, yeah.
So that's $26 million already. You know?
And he make me still
You're
have
spending
224 left.
let's say you're spending 50 on Ben White. That's
Mm-hmm.
76. You know? You're telling me
Mm-hmm.
that Arsenal is going to spend $140 million in one window. The Arsenal that
Yes.
you support.
We, based on reports out of the club, is that we have close to $200 million to spend. That is what I heard. That is
Wow.
what I've been reading.
Other than
Zin,
pay Ozil.
Wow.
Ozil, now Ozil dead case, man. We pay him off and let go that man. Now we're wrong with you. We money tall, you know. But also, interestingly enough, we're also linked with Mr. Abraham
Yes.
from Chelsea.
But that more like
Heavily,
will be a
heavily
loan
linked.
deal.
Eh?
That more like will be a loan deal.
Yeah, this is what I want with that deal, Levan. I want it to be a loan deal. I want it to be a all
he's an
season
Arsenal
loan
fan?
deal. Eh?
You know that he's an Arsenal fan?
I know, big Arsenal fan too. I want it to be a loan deal. You know why? I want to see him throughout the year at Arsenal. Loan with option to buy. That's the thing. Because this is the thing about Martinez, you know, and Arsenal, you know. I just hope to God that Arsenal wrote a buyback clause in Martinez with Leicester, with Aston Villa and Martinez, just in case they drop the do so and make the drop. You get what I say? Me just hope to God Arsenal did that. You understand? And this is the thing now. Arsenal linking with Abrams is not a bad move, but we have to move on somebody. Zane, whether alone or not, you need to move on somebody. You need to move on Nketiah. Definitely need to move on, and then you need to decide if you keep Lacazette this season or you're gonna lose him for free next season. You understand? So enough. Even if you loan Abraham, you move Lacazette and you move Nketiah on. When next season come, your next transfer window come next summer, we're not talking about January 1. You go all out to find a striker. If Abraham not impress, you get what I say? That I wish part me there.
He will score goals. But
Yeah,
yes, Russian Smith again saying that Aston Villa recruitment team working very, very good. They
definitely.
can compete for that Europa spot against Tottenham, Arsenal, Everton. I agree. Arsenal will finish at best this season again.
Listen. Arsenal does not have the pressure of Europe this season, and that's why I'm excited about this season. I think remember, you know, when the season done, you know, me say thank God Arsenal in Europe, because for years, on top of years, we are struggling at the league because we are focused on Europe so much on how much money we can make. This season, we are not in Europe. There is no excuse whatsoever for Arsenal not finish in the top 6 this season. Not one single excuse.
Man ambition.
You understand what I say? No, but there's not one thing. No, but you can't listen. The problem with clubs, you know, listen to the clubs that have struggled over this season. When I talk about Chelsea, where they have the one bad season when Leicester win and Chelsea they finish 10th. When I talk about that, them have the money. Could have did go buy big player for winning. I hire big $20 million coach for winning the league the other season. Zin, listen. When you look on Liverpool coming down throughout 2014 up to the point when they win the league, it was gradual investment, gradual improvement of the team, and then finally they got the right coach to gel the team together, bring in a 1 or 2 players where the coach did want. What them do? Win Champions League, win the league after must see 20 years before Dimo did ban.
World Cup.
30.
Exactly. So it was a gradual improvement coming down from those years.
But there's no improvement with Arsenal. That's the thing.
Listen, brother. Listen. All right. Me will go again and check where Manchester United reached since 2014.
Hold on. Before you say that, let me ask you a question. Because you just talk about Liverpool just now when you talk about gradual investment, gradual improvement, and all of that stuff. Sounds good, right? But first of all, do you think the coach that you have now, right? Say Arsenal spend all the money where you want them to spend. Do you believe that the coach that you have now is of quality that can bring that team together to achieve what you want them to achieve?
All right, let me tell you this straight up tonight before season even start, and we're going to predictions further down in the summer before. Let me tell you this straight up. Arteta has 6 months left for Arsenal if he not do well. December he out if he not do well. You understand that? December he out, straight out. And if he not start, because listen, he under pressure, because in first 4 games of the season, he's not no rollover, See, he have a first game where expected to win, but 1, 2, 3 game after that, hey, Arsenal could be on 3 points after 4 games in the Premier League this season, right? So me I talk about December. Goodly at the end of September, Arsenal I try find one new coach. If come in October 11th, like when they hire Arsenal when the October 11th, 1995 or 96. You get what me I say? That is the position.
Alright, so Sean Smith, we're not going to touch on that one yet. We're just discussing transfer related right now. Further down, we're going to discuss the expectations of these clubs. But before we move on, I want to say thanks to Lataya, Rashan Smith, Frano, Raheem, and to the rest of people that are on the stream that haven't commented. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to comment so I can give you a shout out. So comment more, man. Come on. Ask questions, talk about whatever transfer news you want to talk about. We'll answer to it. Finish up on Arsenal, Sherwin, because
so finishing up on Arsenal now. I know Arteta love Hasim Aouar. He is at half the price than he was last season. So I think that is a possibility that can be done. But the number one priority for Arteta in that position is still Odegaard, which is very tricky, and which I think they should.
Ancelotti actually rate him. So
I think they should move away from that and just get in Hasim Aouar right away. That would bring some quality to the team.
Listen. Just work with the Jamaican Emile Smith Rowe. Just work with him. work with your new number 10.
He's going to play for Jamaica.
But
listen, you never can tell.
Yeah, true.
But remember,
where's a Smith Rowe? What's the next Arsenal guy name, man? I'm forgetting his name now, but he's a youth in your academy. And also Ian Poveda, where say Jamaican players does.
Just watch the space, man.
But anyways, Levan, to answer your question, remember say to the end of last season, Arteta did actually find a way to play Odegaard and Smith Rowe together, We not give man the number 10 to go sit on a bench. You're mad.
Exactly.
We give man number 10 to go sit on a bench.
Sherwin say somewhat contradictory because remember that Smith Rowe basically play the same position as James Maddison. So why would you guys be chasing James Maddison?
That's true. That the 1 minute.
Thanks to Solskjaer who was joining on the chat. Discussed it about United earlier. We're saying that basically Sancho has already signed with and is being chased. It also said that Ruben Neves is the latest to be linked, but boy, when it comes down to United, you may never know because nothing that they do actually surprised me.
Linked FC, man.
Yeah, man. What was the name last season?
Them have so much to name.
Monitoring United.
Monitoring
United. But yeah, it's interesting though because but one thing me I gonna say, the last thing me I gonna say pertaining to Arsenal, when me see come up in the media where they I may have to shake me head and laugh. Do Demo start out tender contract here. Do me a beg you.
Brother, listen. You see, hold on. First of all, I want to show respect to Jordan Henderson because a lot of people don't understand football and say the man is not a good baller. You notice who link with the man when time they talk about his contract stuff? Atletico Madrid, PSG, all of
Arsenal.
these big teams. No, I don't know about Arsenal. But listen,
we are linked.
Don't take this out of hand. The thing is just not sorted out yet. They're just blowing the thing out of proportion. obviously when you're doing negotiations over your contract, you're not gonna go reach it right away. Them just not
That's
reach
true.
it yet. You know what I mean? Don't the man a go sign for Liverpool again.
At 2 years in your left, right?
Yeah, it's on 2. And that's the thing, with Liverpool, we always make this thing happen. 2. You see, if you look at all our key players, Fabinho, Alisson, Salah, all of them guys, they might go down to 2 years for them contract left.
I'm going to elaborate on that conversation sometime down further because it's a question I really want to ask at Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
I'm going to just say it right now, but you don't have to answer it. Doesn't it bother you as a Liverpool fan knowing that your squad is aging and you're not signing anyone in those attacking areas?
Oh, you said me no answer no, right?
Don't answer it right now. But let's stick with you on this one, Demo. Man City has been linked with Grealish and Kane before the season even finished. Up to this very moment, they won the deal. Well, they have done some deals, yes, because they have done what? They have sold Angelino to RB Leipzig. They have done what? Renewed Fernandinho contract. I don't know what reason.
Wild oats.
Aguero to Barca.
Aguero gone to Barcelona. They have signed this Brazilian talent. His name is what? Kai.
Yes.
You know that he's going to go to one of their sister club, probably Euro or one team over there.
Yeah. Wait, what happened? What them do with Jack Harrison?
Yeah, they have sold Jack Harrison as well, permanent for 2 leagues.
Okay.
And you know that they'll pocket a little bit of the money from Dartman for the Sanchez sale.
Yeah.
But in terms of making moves for the first team, they haven't signed anyone, and it leaves us scratching it because number one, they got rid of Sergio Aguero. That leaves them with a Brazilian bug, Gabriel Jesus, as their low striker. Because I hear people talking about Ferran Torres playing as a false 9, or that Ferran Torres doesn't play well as a false 9.
No.
He doesn't. He's a winger, and that's where he should play.
Yeah.
But, Timo, in terms of Man City, it leads me back to the same thing that I've been thinking, because Pep said it that they can't spend a particular amount of money on a striker because they have been linked with Kane. I know that Daniel Levy is going to ask for a ridiculous amount of money for Kane.
Yep.
So, you being a football fan, remove the Liverpool man from out of the equation right now.
As always.
Doesn't it seem a bit awkward that City hasn't signed anybody else yet?
Boss, listen to me. I am very worried at Manchester City not signing anybody right now because to me, this seems like them just geared for something big. Pep can't say anything he wants to say, but at the end of the day, these owners, you can't just move on Aguero and think them not going to buy a striker. I don't care what Pep want to say. Zine, I think that Manchester City are going to do something big, and if the league ever allow Manchester City to sign Grealish and Kane, I'm just going to stop watching football because that is illegal and some FIFA thing that you cannot just get up. You can't just get up, boss, and decide you're going to sign the 2 best players in the league just like that and just get them. That is some Space Jam something, brother. You can't do that.
Why not?
No.
Chelsea spent 200 million last season. Why can't Manchester United?
No.
Manchester City do it for 2 players.
The league cannot do that, right? But
Why not?
I am very fearful of what Manchester City.
Demo, you're not give a reason why the league can't do that.
Because I say it's a Space Jam thing. It just doesn't sit right. It's not morally correct.
So basically, you said that out of fear. Knowing Manchester, you can't write their name for the trophy in next 3-4 seasons.
Why? You can imagine Harry Kane in our Manchester system with Grealish. That's illegal.
Hold on, Demo. Let's say it slow. Harry Kane playing for Man City with Jack Grealish and one Kevin De Bruyne.
Jesus, please.
That can't.
That's just strictly cheap.
Brother, look how much goal Aguero gets. Zine for Manchester City without name Grealish. Imagine Harry Kane.
In the chat.
Oh gosh, the league can't allow that. I'm refused to believe they might get both, but I think they'll get one.
But news surface today is that Daniel Levy has given Harry Kane the okay to leave the club.
I haven't seen that one.
At a price, 160 million.
No, Harry Kane say him talk to the coach and they might hash things out when he gets back and stuff.
Yeah, man. No,
That's what you hope for.
boss. Nuno said Harry Kane is a Tottenham player and is going to talk to him and he'll remain as a Tottenham player.
Exactly.
Tell you, I'm Harry Kane. I'm telling you with Harry Kane. Harry Kane seems to me the kind of guy that wants to win, but don't want to ruffle feathers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you come and you put your hand around him and say, "Well, come on, Harry," all right, I'll just stay, right? But what Dimo say about Man City, a real talk, like when you see Man City, I make no moves yet, and if the Pepper
It's
come out,
scary.
I think they try to play them like a mind games with people. So, oh, can't do this, say something bigger come. But the thing with City for me is that when I think City need to sign a striker for win the league. If they
What?
when I think them need a striker for win the league. But in terms of the ultimate goal,
Make him land.
But in
Yeah,
terms
man. Send a player.
in terms of the ultimate goal where Pep them a chase, which is the Champions League, you definitely need a striker for that. You need a quality, a hurricane quality. Jesus.
When I actually play Dilap over Jesus from the
Yeah, but
academy.
talking about it, that is what is being mooted that they're going to promote Liam Delap to the first team, but then more than likely he's the one that they're going to
Bro, that's not happening.
put the pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah,
That's not gonna happen.
but then if you look on City, and how City play, you think City don't need a striker who can go out there and turn water into wine, They only need a striker who can finish and score the goal then.
Well, obviously they do, because Jesus not cutting it.
Exactly.
Because the chance will be created,
Exactly.
Kims, Kims want me give him a count though. Jesus is a half a striker, brother. That man not even can score to save his life, brother. So they definitely need a striker.
Let me say this. Persons might disagree with me and persons might agree with me. I might get licked for it. But let me say this. Of the big six, because it's not top six anymore, of the big six clubs, only one club have a striker. And that is Tottenham. One club out of the big six. Just go through the head and think about it. Just one club out of the big six.
You have Cavani, what do you mean?
Big man. Kind of them a man that just say Cavani now go cut if he play for them next season.
We say if you want to win the league and challenge
exactly.
Cavani.
But to be fair, I have to agree with Sherwin. You know why? Cavani is going to do one thing. Cavani is going to play probably 20 games and he's going to spend half of the season on the medical table.
Is Leicester considered a big 16 because Jamie Vardy?
No. They're not considered.
Jamie Vardy is going to be ruled out, man. You notice that last season Jamie Vardy never really do nothing.
Yeah, never really do nothing.
Now is the time for Pat Sandaka to come and light up this league.
In a fantasy league team.
Sherwin
right.
Easy.
Right
Sherwin
away.
Never be able to run Jesus. On charges.
Ken, is that true?
Yeah, that's a joke.
I just personally think that they need a striker though.
Definitely.
But let's look at Chelsea now. Chelsea is the next team that hasn't signed anybody, but they have been letting go some players. That Tomori has gone to AC Milan, Mark Gui, who I have time for as well. I think he's a quality defender. Has gone to this, and I'm not that Sharon's going to have captain for life. Shut up, man. Well, anyways,
Giroud.
Giroud has gone to AC Milan as well. So they have been letting players right around the board, and a lot of youngsters have left them as well, including one that is highly rated. His name is Louis Bate. He's now at Leeds. So quite a few players are leaving. They haven't signed anybody.
And them, but I don't know why them give something the Norwich. What's his name?
Billy Gilmore.
Billy Gilmore. I thought you'd get some playing time for Chelsea. You then a normal.
Yeah, normal, but considering what Chelsea have, injury free and farm, it would have hard thing getting.
But let's point out though, Dimo, brilliant coup by Norwich. Because remember that it was Oliver Skip from Tottenham that was playing the role that he's going to play, and This man is an upgrade than Oliver Skip. So
by
it was
far.
a good signing by Norwich. And talking about that, Norwich has made quite a few signings because they have signed a player from Werder Bremen, Milan Rashika. They have even signed Pierre-Lise Melou from, I believe it's Nantes. So they have brought in quite a few players as well. They have made some signings from the money that they got for going there. So,
Man,
as I said earlier, now we're talking about teams and spending. It leads to the thing that it can't be COVID, because if these smaller teams can spend the money, why these big teams can't spend it? Because as I said, Aston Villa has spent quite a chunk of money so far.
And still I look for spend more because they're linked with even Bailey right now for 32 million.
All right, Sherwin, you're getting ridiculous because Bakayoko, Drinkwater, and Barkley, those men ain't gonna get a chance at Chelsea.
Drinkwater.
Wait, you misinterpret me a while ago, Levan.
Not you, the Sherwin in the comments.
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Bannick. No, boss. Not happening. Well, let's look at Leicester now because no. Why am I rushing? Chelsea. I'm still at Chelsea.
Yeah, you're still at Chelsea.
All summer talking about one Erling Haaland. Do these guys really think that Borussia Dortmund is going to let go of their two best players in the same window?
No.
I mean, can't rule it out, boss.
Dortmund.
The man them replace Sancho. The man them replace Sancho with Haaland easily. It can't.
But Dimo, look at it now, though. See? Do you think that Chelsea is going to spend $160 million on Erling Haaland?
Yes.
Yep.
I think they will.
Yep.
Yeah. That even come out of a club packet.
Roman?
Yeah, man. Once Roman want to play, I'll go famous.
Exactly, bro.
Remember, them coach, remember him just win big Champions League, So when him go to Roman and say, hey, I need this player, it's like it's a gift to him. Like, yeah, man, and him give the money, and them money they are chum change to them Monday.
If
they are chum change.
And
if he check personally.
And if he doesn't go this next season,
he'll be, I think next season
75 would have been thing because 75 would have been price tag.
But next season and play the game, and remember it's the same thing when Man United. Man United offered them over 109 million, and they
never take it,
and they never took the 109. See, they have to accept the 75 that United came up with.
75 pound payment plan.
Yeah, they're willing to suffer the losses than if you don't meet
But then Levon, can you look at it this way if you say, okay, Dortmund say shoot, we'll miss out on the 109 for Sancho, so boy, we're not gonna make this happen with Haaland right now. We're gonna take
no man. It's something they do over the years, man. Because even Barcelona wanted what's his name? The Hindu front.
Dembele.
Initially, Dortmund wanted 150 for Dembele as well, And guess what? Barcelona didn't pay that, and they ended up selling him for less than that. So it's something that they have been accustomed to when it comes down to Barcelona.
But Roman, when the Russian rising checkbook, you better let go the man. But what you gonna do with Timo?
Timo is always going to get game time, boss.
Yo.
Where?
It's like Sherwin, say don't understand certain things. Let me ask you a question. Which nationality is the Chelsea coach?
German.
Timo Werner is what?
German.
Okay.
But Roman is a Russian and a throat cutter. No, I always remember that.
You know that even though Timo Werner deserves some of the beat, you know that I think that he's unfairly criticized somehow because he had 27 goal contribution in his first season in English top flight. You can't kill a man.
Okay, then we can't say the same thing for Pepe. One I go kill Pepe for them.
Boss, Pepe have anything like that?
How you mean if Pepe have anything like that last season? Where did someone come from? You don't look for Pepe stats last season.
Shut up for a minute. How much did Chelsea paid for Timo Werner?
Our 35 or 40, something like that.
How much Arsenal paid for Nicolas Pepe?
Big man, we paid
Answer my question. No.
$25 million.
75 in installments.
Right. There's a
So
difference.
sure, you know that you contradict your own self because you they all over Facebook of course, but why United pay so much for Sancho? I installment them are paying a Sancho same way. So if you have a 25 on pay for Sancho, for Pepe. At 20 United pay for Sancho then.
Me glad you say Sancho. Let me clear up the Sancho business right now. Right now. I do not have a problem with Sancho going to Manchester United. Zin, I love Sancho. Zin, I love Sancho very much. I think he's a highly quality footballer. That's
Get
how
to
we
the
make it.
point. Get to the
But
point.
Jesus, man, he price tag. No, man.
Sure, but
No, me no,
you can't
me.
counter the argument easy because you have
Yeah,
spent $50 million on Ben White, brother.
this, listen, the almost 90 mil, one did I pay for him first. That me did I lick out pan, you know. Zin, me no want 90 million no pay for him. Can
Let's
pay in a pounds, if we are talking a pounds, it come down to what? 75 when pay for him, something like that.
crazy guy. You Sherwin is a crazy guy.
No, but what me I say is installments not too bad. You understand? But you know, we have seen where
At the end of the day, you're paying $75 million. Argument done.
Yeah, the thing is,
yes, you too.
I agree with you when you say, well, to some extent, when you say Timo is unfairly criticized because apart from, obviously he's a striker and the striker job is to score goals, so we get beaten for that. But if you look on the totality of the man game, when the man get into space, move into space, move without the ball, and those things that create goal opportunities, he has done well. He has done well. Him just, I don't probably need eye surgery or something to see when I put the ball or something. But the chance that the man missed, like, it's ridiculous how the man missed the chance.
Timo Werner deserve every beat.
No, man, Demo, you're not getting what I'm saying. The standpoint of me I come from, Demo, is that it's his first season in English football, and to have 27 goal contribution, that's
good. That's
commendable. I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna say this every beat of his chances they missing, because honestly, I would definitely take him and beat him if I was the coach. Because some of them chances easily. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Timo miss some chances sometime, man. Yeah, I wonder.
Boy, I miss one to Jerry.
And that's where Demo coming from, because guess what? Demo doesn't rate Erling Haaland or Timo Werner. Demo refer to Timo Werner as the German Shane Lang and to Haaland as a poor man's Lukaku. So
says the man that have Firmino in the inside.
Well, that have to do with nothing.
But
that make no sense.
Back to Leicester.
Make no sense. Okay.
I was saying about Leicester. Leicester signed Ryan Bertrand and a free transfer, Boubacar Soumaré, and the cheap as well. And they have signed Patson Daka, player that I rate highly. Very good striker for a young age. And as I said, I think they signed this man as a replacement for Jamie Vardy, because Jamie Vardy is starting to fall off. Age is catching up with Jamie Vardy now. Based on how he played last season, you could see that he was off form, because remember that at one point, it was just Iheanacho that was carrying the bulk of the goal scoring for Leicester. So they brought in Daka to ease that off Iheanacho a bit. And in regards to their acquisitions, would you say that they have done fairly well, Sherwin, quickly?
Oh, Leicester?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much improvement that the Leicester City team needed this season. They're not a team that I don't think they will have a lucky season again where they win the league. So probably now they're just trying to stay up with the top six as best as possible, getting into Europe as much as they can. Adding Daka is really a big and huge signing for them. I actually think Brendan Rodgers can actually continue to get the best out of him. So yeah, I think the transfer window so far has been all right, considering that I'm thinking that they didn't really need huge improvements. No. This is where things change for them. If they actually allow Maddison to leave, no, that is where things change for them, right? Then they have to go out.
Thinking about it deeply, you know that it wouldn't be as bad as we're making it out to be, because remember that Madison was out for a huge part of
No,
that season,
no,
and
I was
it
going to
was
say that to you.
terrible.
I was going to say that to you. I was going to say that to you. That remember Madison the injury for a long period last season, really long period. Yeah, me did I say to you when the Madison thing did come up. So in and like it gonna be a huge loss to them. Me sure them can fill the gap and forget $60 million for your hospital, man. That not bad. You get
Yeah,
what
man,
me I say?
70. Don't check Cotton Press because Arsenal want him. 70 million the people they want for the boy.
Yeah,
70.
but yeah, go ahead, Kims.
Go ahead, Dima. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was saying there's also rumors about Tillemans leaving too. So you can imagine
Oh
if they lose
yeah.
both.
No,
Both.
man. Tillemans
Yeah.
not leaving. Liverpool is going to sign Saul and
No,
Tillemans is going
no.
to.
Liverpool definitely not signing Tillemans. We're not
No,
And
spending about
Liverpool
no,
70
need to
but
million.
link
that's the
with
thing,
him.
Demo. It's Liverpool that has been linked with Tillemans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
as a Liverpool fan, I'm telling you this now, that is not happening. So
So
just
Okay.
it's going to
those
sign
Okay,
links are not
okay.
real links.
Okay, board chairman. Okay, board chairman.
man have inside information, brother. I want you.
You hear me
But
say Saul is a more realistic option.
So,
all
Yeah.
right. Now we look across. Now we look across London
what,
and all right. Well, okay, go ahead,
no,
James.
what me say about Leicester is it depends on what Leicester goal is, right? Because what me think Leicester really need for either transfer or change the man when Demo beat all the time and the coach. It's kind of impossible how. I mean, Brendan has done a good job, but it's kind of impossible how the last day of the league, you two times straight
Two
now,
seasons,
you,
two seasons in a row.
you're in a position now to make the Champions League, and you lose.
They're going to blame injuries, boss. That's what they always do.
Two seasons in a row.
Two seasons in a
Injuries.
row. Like after a while, you realize, this, you can transfer this person, that person, you can transfer on Messi over there.
But hear what though, Kims?
Yes.
It's hard to get rid of a man that has consistently been in top four with you.
And he win a trophy. He win a
And he win a
trophy.
trophy. He win a trophy.
Also,
Remember that.
Take into consideration that Leicester is not a
that's
side, so
Yeah.
you can't really
That's
get rid of a man like that.
if they're content with Europa play and the odd trophy here and there, then okay, no problem. But if they
Yeah, but Kems are that them are go content with
okay.
getting into Europe. That's it. So it's either beating out Arsenal or Tottenham for top 6 spot. That's it.
Well, a regular beat out Arsenal still, so Leicester.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you mentioned that now. Not Tottenham, right? I'm going to ask them a question first. Do you think that they made the right acquisition in terms of manager? I think that it was lack of ideas because number one, Eddie Howe is still out of a job. And looking at it from a footballing perspective, Eddie Howe somewhat reminds me of Mauricio Pochettino in terms of they develop young players, and Tottenham have quite a few young players that they actually want to develop. But do you think that they made the right acquisition?
All right. So for me, I mean, a lot of people might know that I think, as much as people don't want to see it, I think Jose Mourinho and the Wolves coach are pretty much the same thing. So they fired Jose to get back Jose 2.0. He's not as attacking as people think he is. Like, not because they see Traore and Neto them do all sort of stuff means that he's an attacking coach. He's very pragmatic in how he coaches, and I am not sure that they're going to see a lot of differences when it compared to a Jose team. And I mean, when Jose started with Tottenham, they were scoring goals for fun. Remember, Son and Kane, they do a madness in the league.
Couldn't stop. Yeah,
right?
True.
So I'm expecting them to start off well, but I don't think you're going to be massive.
Son and Kane are going to score a whole heap of goal in it.
Yeah.
You know why? Remember that partnership between Raul Jimenez and Adama Traore at Wolves,
Yeah. So, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to keep it for the whole season.
But in terms of acquisition that they have made, and they have gotten basically have signed Atalanta goalkeeper Golini. He's coming on loan with option to buy. They're also it's basically 90% completed. A swap deal with $25 million for Brian Gill from Sevilla for Lamela.
That are the Argentinian youth.
No, he's a Spanish youth, man.
Oh, yeah. Them link with one next Argentinian youth too.
That is the one that I want at United, and I'm so disappointed that United really are gonna make Tottenham sign Christian Romero. Come on, man. Tottenham really?
Yeah, but hold on, just to finish up what we made us say, Levan. You say like is a lack of with ambition or something for pick him. Like for me, remember Spurs could have a starting 11 of managers with them there trying. It's
That's
like
true.
everybody just
Yep.
never want to sign for them. So it's not like them a lack of ambition. I would have personally, I think Eddie Howe would have probably perfect for coach.
Yeah.
I don't say my boy, but just the man philosophy and the players with their Spurs.
And it's about playing style to
Yeah. I wasn't
every day, man.
Look when the players with Spurs have. Eddie Howe would have just fit like a hand in a glove, boss.
A true man.
Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't. Me never did I look as far as Eddie Howe because I never remember saying that right now. I was looking at the Brighton manager to actually go over to Tottenham.
Even Potter.
That's who I was actually. I would have thought that Levy would have actually, pay out Brighton look at 2 or 3 million or left on in contract or something like that, and take him over and you give him $5 million a year.
As I tell you, Eddie Howe have a job, so Eddie Howe easy get. And as people said, when you look at players like Stephen Bergwijn and all those youth, those are talents that this man would come at Tottenham and let them flourish. See, right now Bergwijn is being linked to Ajax. So there's a possibility that he's going back over to Dutch league.
Hey, listen to me, man. Listen to me. I mean, who Romario are watching. He might watch. We don't even know who we can see. Listen to me. All Tottenham have over there is a stadium. You hear nothing else.
They have Hurricane.
Oh, they have Hurricane to
yeah, man. You have to give Son his ratings to man. Don't
they have Hurricane.
Son quality.
Song alright.
Quality.
Alright. More answer the thing there. Sure, we in question about Curtis Jones, right? Because I never get to mention it. Why not you? Because more keep the commenters involved, right? So he's asking about if Curtis Jones is going to get a chance this season. Listen, you see the thing about this is Curtis Jones obviously doesn't make the first team because you're gonna use Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago, right? So he doesn't get it in the first team. But to come off the bench and play a part like he did in the last seasons coming up, even though Wijnaldum left, him still not gonna make the first team, right? Thiago will just come in. He will get opportunities to start games and stuff, but he won't start. He won't start consistently. Actually, Chamberlain looking like he's going to be our false 9 this season. Coming off the bench for Firmino, that's his new position. So look out for that. That's all we can say about Curtis Jones. So,
all right. In terms of moves that has taken place in the league as well, you know that Wolves has been taken over by another Portuguese manager, Gunnar, and they have also signed a few more Portuguese players in Francisco Trincao from Barcelona. He made the move last season to Barcelona, but it never worked out for him. So they have signed him, and they have also signed a central defender from Colombia. I believe his name is Mosquera, and Rui Patricio has now gone to Roma, and they have brought in another Portuguese in Jose Sa as his replacement. So, I mean, these guys just stick to their philosophy. And what's the super agent name again, man? Jorge Mendes. That man it's just a Portuguese club, if you ask me. Aston Villa has made some decent acquisition as well, as I pointed out. They have signed Emiliano Buendia. They have also signed. Go again?
No, I say Bala.
Yeah, man. They have brought back Ashley Young to his club.
Yeah.
Man just say, I'm gonna go over Inter, go win a trophy and come back. So he's now back at Aston Villa.
Ashley Young?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Young is back at Inter.
Came shock.
Yeah, it happened long time ago.
He's going to play backup though. Backup to Matty Cash and Matt.
Yeah.
But they're now also chasing Cantwell. Initially they wanted Emily Smith Rowe, but he has not signed a long-term contract. They've been twice for him and it was rejected on both occasions. They're also after Leon Bailey, and I think no, a lot of people are saying that it would actually be a downgrade for Leon Bailey to move from Leverkusen to Aston Villa. But personally, I would love the move.
Yes, me too.
I would love the move, especially if they keep all of Jack Grealish.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, Leverkusen now play Champions League?
Nope.
No, so how it be a downgrade?
People are saying that Leverkusen currently has more prestige than Aston Villa.
Yeah, but which party might get a spotlight more? Where is the spotlight going to come on? Bundesliga or English League? Aston Villa have a good team for in shining, I know. Aston Villa have a good, decent team for in shining, because imagine they keep hold of Jack Grealish. All right, obviously, we get you out of our head. City won't sign Jack Grealish and Harry Kane this season. So more than likely, Jack Grealish will stay at Aston Villa. Imagine Jack Grealish on the left
I'm just thinking about the front four, right, Bones? So look at it. You have a Jack Grealish on the left. You have a Buendia essentially. Then you have a Leon Bailey on the right. A Watkins up top.
Top. Yeah, decent team.
It depends which Bailey Aston Villa get, you know.
Definitely won't be Jamaica Bailey.
He won't get the Jamaica Bailey.
No, better pitch to play and better players.
Hey, are the total opposite of Pogba, you know? Total opposite of Pogba.
Boss, Leon Bailey look like Yaya Sunogo in a Jamaica jersey, boss. No jokes.
But also Everton has signed 3 players, 2 and 3 transfers. Number 1, Andres Townsend.
Baller.
Bug. Literal
Someone has a baller.
They have also signed Asmir Begovic as a backup keeper, and they have signed Demari Gray. That boy, if you talk about players and disappointing, this is a player that is very disappointing. When I saw him at first, I was like, yeah, I like him as a talent, but
yeah,
flattered to see if he went on a 18-month contract to Leverkusen in January, and quickly Leverkusen shipped him on.
Hey, this are the thing, you know. This are the thing, you know. This are the thing I'm afraid of with ESR, right? You not hear me? I'm not sure if you not hear me.
Yeah,
no, because I see Demo freeze up. I can't sure. But anyways, okay, this is the thing I'm afraid of with ESR. You know, it look like every single baller where Jamaica interested in or go after, then carry and then decline to come to Jamaica. Their career just take a big U-turn and go down the drain. Honestly to God.
We mean every.
Like most, let me say most, because the man Gray was one of them baller they were Jamaica did after.
Yeah, and who else?
And let me see. What are the man? What am I tell you, man? I tell you.
No, come on.
I'm gonna tag you on your side there when we done here. Tell you them.
No, I realize the people just like that generally, you know, brother. So me want to know specifically who the man talk about. Like,
no.
You know what's the weird thing? I'm sure I'm going to give you a big con for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, it's just the other day Jamaica linked to Demari. Demari hasn't played nothing, absolutely nothing over the past 3 seasons. So what are you talking about?
Man. True, man.
Yeah, man. Him confidence just shot, man. Like, him dip on the bench for Leicester, him not play. Him not play at the 23.
Honestly,
Everton will actually do him justice.
No, that's what they thought with Josh King too, and that didn't work out.
No, but honestly, you know, when...
Oh,
Josh King. Yeah, remember when Josh King left Bournemouth to Everton, they thought it would give him a...
Come on, Dimo. Yeah, the man come out and say Ancelotti was a clown. Because Ancelotti promised him game time, and when he went over there, nothing.
Yeah, but when he played, he was underwhelming. He wasn't all that.
You know Rafa Benitez by now. He's going to give Demari chances.
Yeah, might give him chance.
Remember that Rafa Benitez is one that love quick wingers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at Everton, who over there can say really is quick, otherwise probably
Richarlison.
He might fight. The thing is he might fight with Iboe if he game.
Oh?
That I think. Iboe or whatever you want. I know I boy man name.
Iwobi, brother, what kind of eyeball?
EOB, sorry, EOB. So when the ball of them left Arsenal, you know, me brain get clogged up, you know, me can't remember their name, you know.
Sure. So the guy that left Everton is now at Southampton. Former Southampton player came to Arsenal, to Everton, back to Southampton. What's his name?
Oh, that.
Who that?
Theo.
Theo Walcott.
Oh, at least I get his name correct.
Oh, me wonder who you're talking about.
In terms of the appointment by Everton,
Blasphemy.
Nice.
As a
Yeah,
Good appointment.
James, look at Benitez. Was at Liverpool and the man basically style Everton. No, from
Can't
a fan's
believe this,
perspective, why would you as an owner go out and appoint Rafa Benitez as your manager?
No sense.
Well, from an Everton perspective, well, I mean, if I was in charge of Everton, I wouldn't do it. But if I try dive in, probably Everton knows that they are big rivals with Liverpool. So, you know, Everton know that they won't ever be able to compete with Liverpool. So they probably say, well, if we can't compete with them, let's just do something like a petty and so, because it really don't make any sense. There's a lot of managers out there where Everton could get.
Eddie O.
Eddie Ho,
Listen,
Everton,
Like,
Everton for me, obviously that got the experience.
I'm looking at Benitez, right? Let's say him used to coach Liverpool and so, but just from a team standpoint, I'm looking at Benitez and I'm looking at Everton. Ancelotti just leave, of course, and so. And I'm looking at Everton and I'm saying, what can Benitez really bring to Everton that they would go against the grain to get a coach like this? You see, if this was a Pep Guardiola now, would I say, well, guess what? A top coach. So you have to go. But a Rafa Benitez, where you can pick up the
whoa. Calm down with the slander. Calm down. Calm down.
No, right.
Don't this the farmer Liverpool man like that.
This is the period, Kems. Rafa Benitez is not a bad manager, you know?
But these are the Rafa Benitez of all. These are different.
What?
No, Kems, the man have Newcastle a coach where they will never want to buy a player.
And he was playing very well with Newcastle.
Exactly, man. Keep them up in the league, Kems. Come on.
The main reason why I left Newcastle was because Newcastle owner never want to give him the money to buy players, you know. That was why I left.
And this was the same man. This was the same man who got Chelsea go win them a Europa when tied them him half a year contract. What you mean?
Kems, what you talk about?
Bad man. All right. I'm willing to say right now, Rafa at Everton will be worse. Everton will finish worse this season than they did last season.
What position did they finish last season?
With Rafa.
Who, Neverton? Yeah. Problem, I don't know. Yes, at one point they were going to win the league.
Was it 9th or 10th?
Well, where Arsenal finish?
Sherwin.
We can't tell. After this.
But
Boy, Dimo, you see, man.
At one point they were going to win the league, so I'm not sure what they mean now.
But brother, I don't like on the style Arsenal more no. But
no, continue, man. You know what? You see the joke. You see, me love when the style Arsenal now.
Sure,
remember me tell you.
You can take a little celebration because Giannis Antetokounmpo is actually an Arsenal fan, so you can actually celebrate.
They actually,
who?
They actually
Antetokounmpo, man, the Milwaukee Bucks star man that one.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
12.
Huh?
12?
Yeah.
All right. So if Everton finish 12, Rafa Benitez is going to have them finish higher than that.
Everton finished 12?
Yeah, man. Then they start lose about 4 or 5.
That they were very awful, you know.
Yeah, man. That's true, man.
Gosh, that big bad Carlo.
I know we need to sign a midfielder because he might lose a midfielder to police custody.
Oh yeah, Sigurdsson to the little girl. With my text.
Boy, Dimo not easy. No Dimo say little girl with my text.
Wait, so another team do.
Boss, man.
How you say it, man?
It's currently being investigated.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not confirmed.
I thought it was.
But thinking about it, that they don't really need anybody though. I'm sure in midfield because remember that you have Alan, Ducore, and Andre Gomez to fight right. Then you have Ames right there. Then on the wing, that you're stacked on the wing. So and even my skin, well, my skin is still there. But will they get in the game time? Absolutely. That is not going to start Margaret Lewin.
In Gambaka, Everton are in London at PSG.
Okay. Yeah. Levan, let me ask you something, Levan, because the same Hammers thing there. When him just start Everton, him like him they go win the league, just like how Everton they go win the league for the league.
Yeah, man.
Just start. The players same go win Ballon d'Or and everything. What do you think about that? What do you think about that guy in the Everton?
Right, so let me dish out a few things now, Kems.
Yes.
A lot of United fans cuss me, They say I hate that when I know about game because I say United mustn't sign Mr. Rodriguez and they mustn't sign Gareth Bale. People say, oh, you don't know about game, the money a good backup player, the money could even start over whoever. I said, guess what? They're going to give you 10 good games and the rest of them is either on the medical table or then just totally off farm. Rodriguez is a scammer. That man is a scammer. From 2014 World Cup, that man hasn't done nothing that I can say. I'm happy about.
Yeah.
Karen, what you saying?
God.
Right, yeah. So Kims, to answer your Kims. Boy, as I said, I'm a Rodriguez that scammer.
Because when him start playing like the first 5-6 games and and him a play a ball and Everton up it at the top and them a say, Ray, Everton big and Ames big and idiot United never sign him and them a go on and then you just see him just take him little time and just really show him colors and stuff. So I just really wanted to know, what exactly you think about the ball,
Hold on there, before you give me the minute, you did ask me what me think about Rodriguez.
Go ahead, man. Let's go ahead, that's what you have to say.
Boy, I mean not even know man. God no. It looked like something magical was going to happen, with him linking back up with with Ancelotti and knowing the type of coach Ancelotti be. I said, yes, perfect, perfect match in heaven. But Rodriguez was probably on his way down, and I think they did that try to catch him in short one rope, and he never work out. He slip off a rope because the rope they have little olive oil on it, and he just slip into
brother. Like people just don't know how to taper their expectations. Like everybody have followed this hype because the man them win couple games on top of the league. James Rodriguez was never going to last with the pace of this Premier League. The man is a lazy player, brother. He never there gonna last, brother. He never there gonna last. Just like the man is like a luxury player like Ozil, but Ozil would do more. Like him just why everybody they hype up the man so. If you watch everything on the TV for the analysts them and stuff, James has found back this because of Carlo and this, and I'm like, what? You the think time now? Make the man play 10 or 15 games good, then you say Ray. 2 games in the man play good, then him disappear, and then everybody hype up the man. Like, come on.
You talk about TV, Demo, and the Pundits them on TV. The difference with the Pundits them on TV and we, is that them collect big money a week time.
That's true.
No, seriously. Seriously.
Yeah. That's definitely not true.
And man like
yeah, they might be watching, so calm down.
Just leave it right there.
Yes,
overall, though, I disagree with Kim. So I think Rafa will have them finish higher than 12 this season.
Definitely.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So before you move on, right? So why you believe say them are gonna finish? Would you say Carlo is a better coach than Rafa?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but guess what?
Right.
Guess the difference. Rafa is a manager that knows how to grind out results when it comes on to bugs. Everton has a lot of bugs, so he will get them playing better than what.
So some of the 11. So when you look, you don't think more Premier League teams are getting better now than they were last season?
Yeah, of course.
So That's
Thames, them
But-
finished
but-
12.
yeah.
Surely you believe Everton will finish higher than 12, brother. No matter who will manage them, surely you believe them will finish higher than 12.
We could see then. We could see. We could see.
All right.
You not bet nothing on this now or there. You not bet no jersey or nothing.
Thames, why give me false information?
Let me give false information.
Man, they never finished 12th.
How much them finish?
10th, the man them finished because I know that they weren't that far down. It's actually 10th. Yes, they finished 10th. So the table as I speak was Man City, then United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, West Ham, Tottenham, Arsenal, Leeds, and then Everton and Leeds finish on 59 points each.
Thames drunk.
No,
Aston Villa finished 11th and Newcastle finished 12th.
no, man. See there, the girl that text me and tell me about tell me about them money and then life everything, brother. Everything in life. Like we just ask a simple information. Boy, I tell you, brother. My
Yo. You have to know better, brother. You can't
It comes at that intoxicated moment, Demo. But
all right, so them finished 10th. So higher than 10th?
Yeah, definitely.
that's a tricky part now.
No, they might finish higher than 10.
Just Demo, they finish ahead of Leeds.
All right.
Yeah, they might finish higher than 10.
I could bet some on this now, Demo.
No, I'm not bet. I'm not gamble.
Even a jersey?
If you want to send me a jersey, me collect it. I don't understand.
But you're not bet no jersey. You're not saying me no jersey.
No.
Right, carry on, horse. Carry on.
But let's finish up on the acquisition that the other teams made. So, as I said, I just think that Everton will finish around 10th or 9th, thereabouts. I think they'll finish the same place that they finished this season. That's just my thinking.
Top six for me.
Reason being, I just think that Aston Villa is going to finish ahead of them. And if I put Aston Villa ahead of them, that means that they're not going to finish in the top 10.
Top 6?
Yeah, me
No,
have
top
Everton.
6 is a stretch.
No, me
Come
have
on.
Everton top 6.
No, sir.
That's a stretch.
What?
That's a
That's
big.
a stretch. But let's not get into that. We're going to get into it in a different podcast. But as I was saying, Norwich made a few acquisitions. Christopher, as I said, they have gotten in Mark Gui and also Michael Olise, good player. They're now chasing a man that was at Liverpool from January to the end of the season. Ozan Kabak. They're chasing Kabak. They want Kabak because Vieira doesn't rate soccer.
I wonder
Captain for
why.
life. Hey, correct that. Captain for life. Correct that.
Vieira doesn't rate soccer, so he actually wants Ozan Kabak.
I wonder why.
Man, that's not good enough.
Exactly.
Leeds, on the other hand, they have gotten in Juna Firpo, who was replaced Alioski. They have also signed Jack Harrison permanently.
That's big.
Newcastle hasn't signed anybody as yet. Still chasing Joe Willock. I don't know if Arteta is going to give them him this time around.
Boy, Joe will play better for Newcastle still than him play for that side.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Easily.
Who does that mention as brought in Moses Star, Francisco Trincao, and Mosquera.
One team when I sign nobody a year time.
Oh. Why this man come on the podcast chewing his code?
Burnley ma talk.
All right.
Burnley's after the goat.
Sherwin, professionally. Come on, man. Southampton has brought in two players, Theo Walcott and Romain Prasad. He's a player that played in the French league last season. But the big news coming out of Southampton is that Danny Ings has refused to renew his contract. So there's a likely possibility that he's going to leave next season. So they'll have to start searching for a striker. But I think it's a team that needs some improvement. And I remember last season, Demo took me and said that they never really had anybody. And I was proven to be right because they were plagued by injuries and all that. And it proved that they needed signings. Will Liverpool give them Minamino again?
Definitely not, because he's gonna come big for Liverpool this season.
Minamino not going anywhere. I can't say that.
Oh
much.
boy, here we go.
Brighton has signed 2 players. They have brought in a keeper, Shepard from Ajax. I'm trying to remember the guy that they brought in midfield. I know that he normally played for Salzburg. I think his name is Mepu. I stand corrected, but yeah, they have also brought in a midfield as well. So that's what is going on at Brighton. At Burnley has signed old man Wayne Hennessy, and they have also brought in a young centre back, Nicholas from Stoke City, to replace Ben Gibson, who has gone over to Norwich. Brentford, who is now in the Premier League, they have signed um, Frank Onyeka from Michelin, and they have also signed Christoph Ayer from Celtic, a central defender. They have lost a few players, and it's only time will tell because Brentford has the money to spend because they finished third in the championship. I know that when they win the playoff, you normally get a bag of money to spend, but they have a philosophy that they works out. They said they prefer go for quality over quantity. And that's how they have generally been because remember when they lost Watkins, they used Ivan Toney as replacement.
Well,
Watkins was sold for close to $30 million. They bought Ivan Toney for $5.8 million, and he came and he break the championship record for goal scoring. So they said it's quality over quantity. So let's see if they will actually get in some quality to remain in the league.
Right.
Watford has signed a plethora of players. Quite a few of them are on free transfers. A man who was at Manchester United one time, Ashley Fletcher. Bob. They have also signed Danny Rose. They have signed
Danny Rose from Tottenham.
yeah.
oh yes,
Oh wow.
That's
yes.
Danny Rose and a free transfer. And they've signed a few other players that they're not quite clicking right now, but I think they've signed a few more. Give me a second to see if I can bring it up quickly.
Oh, this are Brentford. This are Brentford.
Watford.
No, Watford.
Watford.
Yeah. But they've signed.
What happened to Phil boy? They tried in when they.
Who?
He's at
Tried
Watford.
in.
He's at Watford.
Boss, that's man, but Trading is a bug.
Arsenal neighbor, them, you know, say Arsenal neighbor, right?
And I think Arsenal will finish alongside them next season. But yeah,
No,
the players
that's
that
no problem.
I was trying to remember is Imran Loza. They signed him from the French league as well. And guess who was the captain for them last season, Kims? None
So,
other than a bug from Manchester United. And I call him a bug because he's only Fergie let that man look good. Tom Cleverley. That is the man that is leading them. So
dealing
That
what
man they still play football?
Tom Cleverley was a good footballer. Stop it.
Yeah,
that man is a bug, brother.
injuries are thing match him up.
Dini.
Tradini was in and out of the team, man. And also Josh King has signed for them as well.
Oh
Sure.
man, run
Try-
with Everton.
This is when we know Jamaican football never really none you really know how one of them try Dini to the team. Try
I made
Dini.
the man style up the thing.
And then the man style him on top of it. You really try Dini, Dimo?
For Jamaican standards, of course. We mean why they might try it?
No, I don't rate Tradini for Jamaican standard. None at all.
You think try Dini better than Shamar Nicholson?
By far. Bowser is a joker, brother.
Man.
You know I can't stand that you know.
But you know what? I can't stand either. I can't stand Tradini. Tradini has a stinking attitude that I hate.
The attitude.
He's going to come and disrupt whatever chemistry there is.
The attitude is what we do not need, but the quality
exactly
is what we need.
No, man, go on for Michael Antonio.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
No, yeah, that's fine too. Yeah, that's fine too. Yeah.
Him just have a particular entitlement about him.
There you go.
Oh, you mean like Manchester United fans?
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
We'll win things. What try Dini win? We'll win championship. Come on now, man. He walk around with a piece. Even when them talk about play for Jamaica, him a going like, you know, when they have some trash and you don't want to touch the trash.
That's
So-
Una create that perception. The man
So-
literally
so-
say, "Oh, he's never been there before." Like, where you
So,
mean?
so my question.
Come on, Dima. If you read into the interview, that's basically what the man is saying.
It's like he must say we are trash without saying we are trash.
The man never said it.
So my question was: it at the time was it his hope to play for England, or in just never interested to play internationally?
Of course,
Him just never want to play for Jamaica.
He just never want to play for them.
Okay. Oh well, but we'll go try the name. The name they get to my head.
But
Look at that,
overall,
look at
team, which signing has impressed you by whichever team?
Well, last season the signing was I think we were on here. Me to say it was him name Emi Martinez. Thought that was a big buy for Aston Villa. That was it. So for me this season, I'm going Aston. I'm going Aston Villa again. I think Buendia is a steal. I think he's going to be a big signing for Aston Villa, and I'm going to say that's the signing so far for the season.
Yeah, for me, I have to disagree with Dean, man. I actually have to go with Liverpool signing Kanote. I think they needed a player. I think they needed a player to complement Virgil, and I think Kanote is that player. So for me, so far this season, the signing of the season so far goes to Liverpool for me.
Dima, I agreed with you last season when it comes on to Emi Martinez, but this time around, I'm going to disagree wholeheartedly.
I go say Sancho, man.
Sancho!
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, we are talking about people who sign and put pen to paper, big man.
First, man, there's nothing that is going to stop the Sancho signing from happening.
All right, but you know happen yet, so you can't say Sancho.
Brother, Sancho is done.
Sure.
So check me
Sure.
out. Sancho.
It confirmed. What's the picture yet? It confirmed.
Sure. Just give it a break.
Sherwin, give it.
All right, having a moment.
Just take the night, brother.
Thank you. So check me out now. Sancho right now, so far, are the biggest signing at this transfer window. Why? Because Manchester United will finish second last season. I mean, Aston Villa finish what? Wait a minute, we're down at 11. Come on now. Manchester United needed this player, like wanted him from last season, but this player, this difference maker, this is a big need for Manchester United. So having this player in our team can do nothing but elevate the team. When I tell you, we just need another centre back pairing with Maguire, and trust me, I ain't saying nothing more, but trust me, we're right there. We're right there.
I agree. Sancho, big signing, best signing of the window so far.
Best signing.
And I don't say subscribe to what Sherwin said either, because you know why? I'm going to bring him back in now. The reason I don't subscribe to it is that Virgil van Dijk is coming back, Joe Gomez is coming back. I mean, yes, I like
Matip is coming back.
Matip is coming back. So, and even Ben Davies that they signed from Preston is coming back. So if you look at it,
don't bring Ben Davies. No mention. Brother, Ben Davies is a hologram, brother. I'll know when I see man touch a field, man.
But if you look at it honestly though, Dimo, good signing to get. However, it wasn't necessarily a need, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's actually a need. I disagree. I think
it's a need.
Well, I'm talking about my club, no boss. My man have to mute your mic.
No, Jesus, sorry, sir. My bad.
So here's why it's a need, Levan. Obviously, Van Dijk is coming back, but it was a massive injury, and we don't know if Van Dijk will be coming back. I don't think they're going to rush him back into the season either. Mm-hmm. He didn't even play the pre-season game that we had. Obviously, Joe Gomez is injury prone, just like Matip. So we can sit here and say we have 5-6 centre back, but the same thing might happen as what happened last season, because we have injury prone centre backs, and now go buy a next one we kind of injury prone.
Well, yeah. That's where you're coming from.
Yeah, so I actually think that Matip and Konate is going to start off the season, because they're not going to rush Van Dijk back.
To be honest, Nadim, I know say Konate is a glass as well.
Yeah,
I know. Going to play 5 good games for you, you know. And then guess what? Here comes the injury.
you know what make it worse? The intensity of Klopp's trainings plus the intensity of the Premier League. So it's really concerning how to see how he might manage and see if he really get over the injuries and how he might cope with the intensity of the Premier League. But other than that, the man is a beast. I mean, let's see Matip walk him in a training and bust up him net still. And for a defender do that here in a training with the kind of shock. I'm like, what? What else?
He's sluggish more while though.
But
that's one of his problem.
The man is rapid, brother. Like, me never think so the man so fast when he might try chase back. And he's very good on the ball. Like,
I thought you normally watch Leipzig keenly. You see those three black players that they had. You see Upamecano.
Yeah.
His name again, Konate and Nardi Mukel. Brother, yes, when it comes down to chasing back, is that these men put on battery.
Yeah, no. Me not watch them keenly. Me watch them sometimes. They think me have time like you. Me watch them sometimes, and that's one of the things. They were very quick. They were very, very quick in terms of recovery pace and very good in that. So I'm glad all of our centre backs now, barring Matip, have pace. And with Klopp wanting to play this high line all the time, I think that was one of the priorities in his centre back that he was signing. So yeah.
That's because we'll get some game time this season.
The man was so unfortunate for Liverpool last season. He came in, him get corona, and then him get injured right after. And then when him get back from the injury, obviously
Robertson just stepped and died.
Yeah, so it did rough him, but he looks really good in preseason now, and he should be getting game time.
So Dimo, one option for backup for Robertson and Trent.
The man just mentioned Tsimikas
as a backup for Robertson.
For the left back. In terms of right back,
Trent.
Listen, don't laugh, but the main option at right back is Joe Gomez. They're going to use Joe Gomez because obviously he can play right back as well. And then they have somebody in the youth system that they're bringing through to
so Dimo, turns out Nico Williams. What are you going to do with Nico?
Yeah, he's going to leave. He wants to play first team football. I don't remember who it is that's willing to pay 10 million for him, but he wants to leave, and he make the club know. So if the money come in, he want to leave, and that's fair. Because listen, you see, right back for Liverpool, like, it is very hard for you to come. Remember Trent is still like 22 years old. Like, the man have like 10 years left to play. It's going to be very hard. Unless Trent go in a midfield, it's very hard for you to come through the system and play right back. Like,
so your sanction is sealed yet?
What seal?
This same youth where you talk about, you look a young youth.
Nico, no, not yet. Like I said, there's a lot of outgoings to be done, but like the transfer window have a long way to go, so you'll see that as soon.
Okay.
But Liverpool look good, man. We just need, like I say, one more midfielder and a winger we cover all of the front three. We can play from the right, left, or up top.
So with the African Cup of Nations
exactly
coming up now, where your option be when you're two big man left?
All right, so listen. Don't forget Navigator goes off for African Cup of Nations.
True.
That might not make it into the midfield, so you're calling him for.
Yeah. listen. The man not gonna stay fit this season and prove everybody wrong. But anyway,
Dimo, listen to me keenly.
Oh my God.
Navigator, Ibrahim Konate. What's his name?
Joe Gomez,
Virgil van Dijk. Joel Matip. Who else?
Matip and Glass.
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
Those six off the top of my head will get injured at some point.
Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, so back to Sherwin question, because I still have answered the one we asked me earlier. So obviously Jota will come and take a place when Salah them gone, and then Oxlade-Chamberlain is said to be taking over from the Falls 9, so he's going to get game time up there. So, but that's why we need another winger. Harvey Elliott has a big role to play this season, according to Klopp. So I'm thinking that
Liverpool is going to sign Jared Bowen.
You see this Bowen links, brother? Listen, man is a decent little player, but we left from the highs of being linked with Mbappe. Come a link with Jared Bowen, brother. Like, we can't understand.
That's shocking.
But
That's shocking.
but listen, I've learned not to doubt Klopp on who he must sign, because we said the same thing about Andrew Robertson. We buy him from Hull for 8 million.
The same Jota.
True.
Jota and all of these people. So I mean,
But-
if a man
but-
want
but-
Bowen
Yeah,
actually
but-
fit the criteria, you know, because he
Yeah.
works really hard and he can cover all of the front three if you want. So,
But Liverpool not known to go out in the transfer market and sign 3, 4, 5, 6 player one window.
yeah, but that's why
Then-
we're getting only 3. The Kanate deal and 2 more.
Yeah, then just do their thing. Liverpool for me, Liverpool just come like one quiet little club where you don't really hear much about them with transfers. It's just pop up here and there. You get what I say? And they always like that. They're very sneaking, very sneaking.
If you follow football and transfers keenly, not well possible.
Me follow transfers more than how me actually follow the season.
But
I mean, now I say nothing about Liverpool.
Nothing quite about Liverpool.
Liverpool link with everybody you can think about, brother.
Of
Everybody.
course.
But what
Well,
was the
maybe that's
question
true.
earlier, right? Levan? Before
Which one was that again? Because
you said me know for answer it. I don't remember. What was
The
it?
long time question. Yeah, one question long ago.
Oh, as I say, you don't answer it tonight.
Oh, not
And
tonight.
Oh,
I think I
yeah.
leave
He have something to do with. He have something to do with predictions,
Squad,
man.
It was the agent squad, man. I'm talking
Oh,
about.
agent squad.
I don't want to discuss it tonight.
All right.
Sherwin, your final say on your team.
Final says that we need to get things going and now in the transfer window. Both ins and outs. Outs need to go very quickly. The Willans, the Nketiah, the Chambers, the Berlin, the Berlin Wall. All of them guys, they need out right away. Lacazette, we need to deal anything we are do with Lacazette, whether we are give him a 2-year extension or we are moving man, that needs to start out right away. All of that needs to get done within the next 2 to 3 weeks. For me, I don't like the late signings because you make these big bag late signings and then they take 2, 3, 4 weeks to get adapted to the league. Anybody we get them now. No watch no price. If a Madison you want, go pay the money, get him. Getting Ben White as him come back from holiday, make him run after romance and when drink and thing right away. Zine, if I house him hour you want, go out right away and get him. Zine, them they are the 3 things where the 3 players there, me think need to get done. In terms of a right back, me still, I may not even know who for name for call to fit that position there in Arsenal. But also, if we need to get, if Abraham's are going to get done, we need to also get that done. So, for me right now, getting those players out, getting in, going for either our Madison, right, and also getting the deal with Tammy Abrahams done, right, and finding a capable, suitable right back for the team, and yeah, that's basically it.
All right, Gibbs, Manchester United wise.
All right. So first, before we mention Manchester United, Bones, Ben White no need for dip on no holiday because Ben White not playing a ball in the Euros. They're right squad, ready to go. When we talk about Manchester United, a few things I want, as I've mentioned all night, we need a proper centre back for partner with Maguire, preferably get him in early, get some games on them and then built, because we'll start challenge from week 1. And also the Pogba situation, I believe we need a Pogba situation. Is always something with Pogba that'll linger over Manchester United. First, I did him agent come and talk about this and that. So we want is either he might go sign an extension or he might go PSG, but we don't want this whole year we are here Pogba, then him go do a hair color and then them go say, oh, he might go right so, and then him go make some comments and then no, we don't want that. We want a drama-free season where we are focused on football and we are get stuff done. Also, we need to figure out the striking thing. Is Marshall going to strike? Greenwood are going to strike. We want a striker up there who are going to put away the chances.
Marshall going to play left wing, man.
Man said Marshall going to strike.
Marshall going to play left wing
That
because
is funny.
Rashford probably, well, it's still iffy because first up, we had heard that he's going to do the surgery, but then the manager come out and said they haven't made a decision yet whether he's going to do the surgery or not. So if he does the surgery, Marshall will be on the left wing.
All right. Boy, Marshall him. Yeah. But
Marshall is going to come good this season, trust me.
every season he come good. Every season he come good. And
I think that man ever outscore Firmino one season and them cause Firmino every day.
And then we need a defensive midfield. You know, we need a defensive midfielder for coming. We want the squad. We want to know what the squad do. We want the coach come with a proper philosophy. We want the coach be more vocal. We want the coach be more cutthroat. No
stop sitting on the bench.
No smiley. We don't know if him dentist must give him permanent dentures. He can't stop smile. No. We want serious business-like performance from, and we want to take care of the small clubs them, and we work out with the big clubs them. You know,
Yes, Kims. That will not happen. You know why? I was watching a training video earlier, and I think it was today, and I saw Ole in training with a water bottle over Jesse Lingard like this.
You see there? That's him like all fun and games vibes, man. You know, but with Liverpool coming back to full strength, you know, Chelsea's there, you know, Man City is always be there. Like, so there's no time for...
Yeah, man, from week one, as I said, from game week one, we need to get the ball rolling.
Because right now, Ole, he has gotten close, but we still not have no silverware. The trophy cabinet empty. Same way, there's no runners-up trophy.
It kind of reminds me a bit of Liverpool when around 2014 come onwards, when they're always this close and always this far away.
I have to go back really far, though. What?
Yeah, man, a long time when I win nothing, brother.
Wait, as Kems mentioned, Lingard, we're not going to sell him or after that magnificent season?
They are going to sell him. They are going to sell him.
He's in the plans.
Listen to me, Kems.
Yo.
You see, Dimo said earlier about Pepsi. Pepsi is just doing it for the media. Ole is just saying this for the media to keep the price range up here.
No,
Everton is after him. Everton is after him. West Ham is after him.
Levan, you want bet say Lingard finish the whole season?
What, at United?
At United, they will not sell him. Not.
Where say Lingard says United has a chance of winning the Premier League, so man want to taste Premier League success.
Yeah, Lingard. Ole say Lingard willing for fight for him place, fight for him position.
Oh yeah. and also Dalo, like we're not gonna sell him because he's a ball of rate long time, but we're not using him.
Yeah, man. You want him?
You can't sell him, man.
Wait, we're not sell Dalo?
Yeah.
Bro, that we have one Bissaka, boy. Dalo have to play over one Bissaka for him. But anyway.
No man. United is going to sign Kieran Trippier.
Mm-hmm.
Even that, like, what about Trippier go come play 3 at the back or you might come sit up on the bench too?
Wing back.
I'm in a business about to still. I'm just
in regards to Dalot, you know what Dalot's biggest problem? Man, they can't defend to save him life.
He's brilliant going forward though.
Yeah, but what would you rather? Your right hand side does
ask strength to Murada. Ask strength. Yeah, strength to tell you Murada.
But Trent is a better defender than him, that's the thing.
Then Dalo, you have to be kidding me. Trent can't defend better than Dalo?
Dalo can't defend to save him life. You think I joke me attack?
Him that bad?
Bad man, defensively bad.
Wow. That's shocking.
Brother, in go for AC Milan last season and was trying to work on that, but it was still bang on average. I'd say it still.
Alright.
But I want to say thanks to all our viewers who tuned in on YouTube. First, we're doing it directly from YouTube, and the views are up and down because it was the first, so people never quite used to it. But I want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in. So first up, Lataya joined first, then we had Sports Channel, then we have Rasha and Smith, we had Frano, we also had Soul Child, Ryan Morrison, Sherwin who joined afterwards, and Sherwin was keeping the comment section active. That's how we like it, man. The comment section coming in, man. And then we have Shaval who also joined in. We have Anthony Butler who also joined in the chat. So yeah, Love it that people actually tuned in and commented on the thing. We want to see more comment from people, and more shows will be kept on YouTube. So this is where we want to keep most of our shows, guys. So spread the word, share it more, tell the people to subscribe. Everybody that's in their circle that follows sports, just tell them to subscribe to the thing, and let's grow it together. It was
Facts.
a pleasure having this guy with me tonight, Demo, Kems, Sherwin, who ran out because he talked enough garbage, so I guess he was interested more tonight. So he had to run. Thanks to our producer Josh Carl. He was the one that makes this possible. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, see you guys. Stay safe. And as I said, keep on sharing the YouTube page. This is where we're going to keep majority of our shows. So share it more so we can have more viewers, more commenters. So until next time, as I said, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Take care.
Big up.